Well, hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Osama Shab. In what is a strongly worded response from India, India has hit back at Donald Trump. India has, in fact, this entire war, this war of words has escalated. India says that this is unjustified. This targeting is unjustified. And India-US relations are currently under a big test. In fact, this is the biggest takedown of Trump's provocation. Remember, the US president just a short while ago, he had said that he in fact attacked India over the import of Russian oil. We'll go across to my colleague Disha Bagchi, who joins us at this moment. Disha, this is quite a strongly worded response from India, and also points out the Western hypocrisy there.
Absolutely, a very strong statement coming in from India after US President Donald Trump alleged that it was India whose imports of Russian oil were really funding the Russian war machinery, and saying that India doesn't care about the millions of people who have been killed in Ukraine. So very strong allegation, a baseless allegation in fact from US President Donald Trump. But now India really making it clear that India will not tolerate any this sort of baseless targeting by not just US but also Europe, the same countries who are also engaged in trade with Russia, say whether it comes to fertilizer or other minerals. So the Indian statement saying clearly that it is New Delhi who's being targeted for their imports of Russian oil. And in fact, India's position has been clear that firstly, the fact that these oil imports were done at a time to maintain the oil prices in the global economy. And if you look at the figures, in fact, the West, in fact, European countries are among the top importers of this Indian refined oil. So a very strong statement coming in from India, and again an escalation when it comes to this war of words between India and Washington. Because remember that both sides are still engaged in trade negotiations, but at the same time, US President and Trump's aides have in fact been making various comments regarding India's imports of Russian oil. But now linking trade to in fact diplomacy and to the Russia-Ukraine war, because we're also seeing that Trump is upping the ante on Russian President Putin. So using all of that, weaponizing tariffs, weaponizing this war to up the pressure on India and make India reach some sort of trade deal is a massive provocation from US President Trump.
Having said that, Disha, how does it affect the trade negotiations between India and the United States going forward now?
It's going to majorly impact the trade talks, because certain reports were indicating that we were quite close to the final, dotting the I's and crossing the T's when it comes to that trade deal. But now this war of words, this escalation, this provocation, I would say, from US President Trump, accusing India of funding the Russian war machinery, really is going to impact these negotiations quite a bit, because New Delhi might even have to look at retaliatory tariffs against US for these kind of provocation, because India has really said that, when it comes to the US, they have been continuing their imports of Russia, but at the same time now they are targeting New Delhi, and this is a uncalled for and baseless allegation and baseless provocation coming in from US President Trump. So it's definitely going to impact negotiations quite a bit.
All right. Disha Bagchi, thank you very much for getting us all those details. And Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, he is in hot waters. The Supreme Court has slammed him for his remarks that he made during the Bharat Jodo Yatra in 2022, where he alleged that China has encroached 2,000 square kilometers of Indian territory. The Supreme Court told Rahul Gandhi that a true Indian would never make such remarks. Meanwhile, this has given the BJP the opportunity to target the Congress and Rahul Gandhi as well. The BJP says that Rahul is a repeat offender and that he should mend his ways.
Leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi is in the Supreme Court's line of fire. He came in a sharp rebuke by the top court over his comment that Chinese troops are thrashing Indian soldiers in Arunachal Pradesh. Rahul made the comment during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The comment was in reference to the India-China face-off in Arunachal Pradesh's Tawang sector in December 2022. A bench of Justice Dipankar Datta and Justice A.G. Masih took strong exception to the remarks. The Congress MP had also claimed 2,000 square kilometre of Indian territory has since been occupied by China, and he blamed Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government for the surrender. How did you get to know that 2,000 square kilometre of Indian land has been taken over by the Chinese? If you are a true Indian, you won't say all of this, Justice Datta said about Gandhi's remarks. Were you there? Do you have any credible material? The court asked him. Appearing for the Congress leader, senior advocate Abhishek Singhvi countered, if he can't say these things, how can he be leader of opposition? But Justice Datta shot back. Then why don't you say such things in Parliament? The court, however, stayed proceedings in a criminal defamation case. In May, the Allahabad High Court had rejected Rahul Gandhi's plea challenging a February summons that had been issued by a special court for elected representatives in Lucknow. The BJP, armed with scathing SC observations, attacked Rahul Gandhi and asked if he was suitable to be the leader of opposition.
राहुल गांधी जी ने देश का खिलाफ जो बार बार बयान दे रहे हैं, ये सिर्फ सरकारी नहीं, विपक्ष के कई सदस्यों ने भी कहा है कि ये ठीक नहीं है.
Judges also we can question their loyalty to the nation. But that's not the right way to see the constitution.
The BJP has got another shot in the arms against Rahul Gandhi, who has been attacking the government on a number of issues. This is Aishwarya Jain for NDTV in Delhi.
Meanwhile, a fresh political storm is brewing in West Bengal over the special investigation report, the special intensive revision, I beg your pardon, with the NDA government turning its lens on poll irregularities. The TMC chief and the West Bengal chief minister, Mamata Banerjee, she has hit back, rallying her MPs to escalate the attack inside the parliament. Meanwhile, the Home Minister, Amit Shah, he held his own huddle with the Bengal BJP MPs and the state leaders.
With the Trinamool Congress and the BJP in a huddle in New Delhi, the political temperature escalated in West Bengal, as all eyes were on the meetings being carried out by political rivals Amit Shah and Mamata Banerjee to put their houses in order. With the special intensive revision looming over Bengal, Mamata Banerjee shifted gears, instructing her MPs to go all out against the NDA on this issue inside the parliament without skipping the contentious NRC.
In the coming days, the Trinamool Congress is going to escalate the political fight against the BJP over the special intensive revision that was just conducted in Bihar, with it looming over West Bengal with elections scheduled early next year. The TMC is also going to be raising the NRC issue to fight the BJP. The Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee has asked her party leaders to continue their fight against the BJP inside the parliament, while asking their leaders not to fight amongst themselves.
Sources in the TMC said during the virtual meeting, the party Supremo lauded her Rajya Sabha MPs for keeping the house in order. She elevated Abhishek Banerjee as the parliamentary party leader on the floor of the Lok Sabha, but is yet to pacify a sulking Kalyan Banerjee, who quit the post of the chief whip.
Their allegations, sir. This is a Narendra Modi Sarkar is almost in the ventilator. You can see from the different reasons. So naturally they can't do anything. They cannot provide employment to the unemployed youth. That is the reason SSC examination has been withheld, and is a bad intention, motivated intention. And because they are BJP peoples are not that educated that they will get the employment. They know about that. It is almost Narendra Modi Sarkar has gone to ventilation.
But TMC's principal challenger, the BJP, also has the task cut out for them, as Home Minister Amit Shah met the BJP MPs of Bengal along with the organizational office bearers in New Delhi.
I'll not be able to say what Mamata Banerjee is going to tell her MPs and MLAs. she can say anything. But the thing is that reality is that the people of Bengal are desperately trying to get rid of this Mamata Banerjee's government. It doesn't really matter, what she says and what strategy she takes. But yes, our honorable MPs have been are scheduled to meet our honorable HM. He has been, the Chanakya of our country. So we are looking forward to the strategy and the way to, move forward.
As political strategy is being set in both the TMC and BJP, the war of words continues in the sideline.
तृणमूल कांग्रेस अभी जो बांग्ला भाषा लेके लड़ रहा है वो तो सिर्फ बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान घुसपैठी के लिए लड़ रहा है। उनका डर है जो बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान घुसपैठी का नाम निकल जाएगा तो 100% उनका वोटर लिस्ट से निकल जाएगा और इसीलिए बांग्ला भाषा का आड़ में उन्होंने बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान घुसपैठी को रक्षा करने के लिए बांग्ला भाषा चिल्ला रहा है।
Well, the BJP is leaving no stone unturned to hit out at Trinamool Congress party over this SIR issue. The party has decided the party leadership across its length and breadth will contribute to bring Bengal election more fairer in days to come. With camera person Jidi Shankar, Sreyoshi and Ritik Mondal for NDTV.
Well, a stunning new twist in the high-stakes battle over a 30,000 crore rupee empire. Rani Kapoor, the mother of late Sanjay Kapoor, has written a bombshell letter to UK authorities demanding a full investigation into the mysterious circumstances surrounding her son's death. In fact, this explosive move comes amid an intensifying inheritance war involving Priya Sachdev, who adopted the Kapoor surname, and he even extends to Bollywood royalty with Karishma Kapoor's children now drawn into the fray. Is this just a family feud, or is there something far more sinister at play? In fact, joining me at this point is Vaibhav Gaggar, senior advocate of the Supreme Court of India. He's also Rani Kapoor's lawyer. Mr. Gaggar, welcome to NDTV. The Kapoor family feud has escalated. Rani Kapoor, she has asked the UK police to probe what she calls as the mysterious death of Sanjay Kapoor. What can you tell us about that?
So, very clearly, I mean, even from the first day that she made her statement or the letter came out that she had written, for her, it has always been about finding out the real cause of her son's death. This was a 79-year-old grieving mother saying, I need to know what's really happened here. She's got grave suspicion about it. People may be painting it as a corporate dispute. In fact, one has seen excerpts here there to say that this is about the corporate issues over there. But in her head, it's not, and she had made it clear she's going to get to the bottom of this. And this is really a sequitur to that. She's written to the authorities to investigate into the cause of death.
She has also claimed majority stake in Sona Comstar earlier, but the company has denied her claim, and there is a cease and desist notice that has also been issued to her. How are you approaching that as of now?
It's interesting that this notice was sent. If you look at her letter, even her statement, she never accused Sona Comstar of anything. She did say that she had been approached multiple times by certain people. She was made to sign on documents. She was not aware of what's been signed. She's been asking for those documents during the grieving period. No one is giving her any of those documents. And if any of those documents relate to what is happening in Comstar, she's asking for those documents. She never alleged that Comstar is the one which has gotten her to do it. So yet again, there's a different spin to what was put out there. And the cease and desist notice which was issued has been appropriately replied to as well, I believe.
She has also raised questions about her son's untimely death, and that question that she has raised, has there been any sort of response that you have received regarding that?
Okay. She's been requesting, urging, seeking information, seeking cooperation, but everyone seems to have turned a deaf ear to this senior lady, and having said that, there's a line which often comes to mind. Hell hath no fury like a woman's wrath, and a grieving mother's wrath at that. She's going to get to the bottom of it in her head.
Okay, but she's claiming foul play in surrounding the death of Sanjay Kapoor. But does Rani Kapoor does she have any credible proof to back her claim?
She has credible evidence to the extent that there are enough and more suspicious circumstances which warrant a very deep investigation. What the outcome of that final investigation would be, or what the judicial course is going to be, is not something that she can determine. But she certainly needs facts to be looked at, and then it's for the authorities to take that forward.
Okay, one final question from you, Mr. Gaggar. What are the next steps that you're looking at then?
We are hoping, she's hoping that the British authorities act and start investigation and go really deep into it. Whatever skeletons there are in the cupboard should come tumbling up.
Okay. All right, Vaibhav Gaggar there. Thank you very much for speaking with NDTV. Meanwhile, we'll slip into a very short break, but on the other side, we'll get you all the details from Hyderabad, where heavy rain has lashed the city, causing waterlogging and traffic snarls for the city's residents. Welcome back. Heavy rain lashed Hyderabad, causing waterlogging and traffic jams for the city's residents. In fact, the sudden downpour, however, also disrupted normal life in the city, causing significant waterlogging and traffic congestions, prompting the Chief Minister, A. Revanth Reddy, to direct officials to be on alert. The downpour led to waterlogging in numerous areas, bringing traffic to a standstill and making it difficult for commuters, especially those returning home from work in the evening.